Hi, this is Michael from Wedding Music Charleston. I want to give you 5 things that you should know when you're trying to hire a DJ. Actually, really, if you're trying to hire any vendor, but if you're trying to hire a DJ, these are the 5 things that are important for you to know about when you contact them. Here's one: the venue that you're going to be having your wedding at. The location address of the venue obviously is very important. Every venue is a little different, especially for people that are loading equipment in. The venue is very important as to where there's parking and where there's power and all those kinds of things. So the venue location is important. The number of people that you're going to have at your wedding is very important for the kind of equipment that a DJ has to bring in, or a band. The number of locations that you're going to need music or amplified sound at. So if you're having a ceremony, let's say you have a venue, for instance, the Pepper Pavilion in Allendale. You have the venue, and that's the venue, but you're going to have the ceremony outside on the lawn, and then you're going to have cocktails out on the porch, and then you're going to have the reception inside. So those are 3 specific locations that you need to have amplified sound or music at, so that your people will have what they need to hear. So the number of locations that you need amplified sound or music at, the number of people is important, and the number of hours that you're going to need start to finish. So let's say if you're going to be using a DJ, and let's say your ceremony starts at 4. If your ceremony's at 4, you're probably going to need your music, your musicians or your DJ to start at 3:30, so that people can be seated during the time. Guest seating can happen during that time, the prelude music. And so you'll have 3:30 to 4:30 probably is your ceremony. 4:30 to 5:30 will generally be your cocktail hour, the time that you're going to get your pictures made. And then you'll be introduced into the party at 5:30 and do your introductions and maybe your first dances, those kinds of things, and then do dinner. And then after dinner you will do maybe toasts and cake cutting. And then from there you're going to dance for a while, and then maybe do bouquet and garter toss in the middle, and then dance the rest of the night away until your big exit. So those are some things that you want to think about. And the last one is options. What are the specifics of what you have in your mind, the vision that you have in your mind? Let's say if your ceremony, if you've got 125 people coming to your wedding and you want everybody to hear you or hear the officiant at the wedding, then you're going to need probably wireless microphones for the officiant and or somebody else that may be doing a reading or a prayer or something like that. You might have to have 2 wireless mics. Let's say you want the officiant to be heard, but you have a bridesmaid that's going to read a Bible scripture or something. So generally the officiant will wear a lapel microphone or a lavalier microphone so that they can be heard. And then you could have a handheld microphone that you can pass around for other people to hear if you'd like to do that. Also, you may want a projector, or you may want monogram lighting or uplighting around the room, or you may want dance floor lighting. We always recommend dance floor lighting because people seem to have a difficult time dancing under white lights. And so dance floor lighting is basically color wash lighting that allows people to feel comfortable dancing. It's not quite so intimidating to be out there under white lights. Some people don't mind, but there are a few that it may help them to feel more comfortable. So dance floor lighting is something to think about. Uplighting is just around the room, the lights that light the walls up. That's called uplighting. And there are many options that you can choose from, and generally the pricing sheet or the website will show you that kind of stuff. So those are the 5 things you need to know. And here are a couple other things you want to ask your DJ if you're going to be talking to a DJ. So 1, ask your DJ, am I going to be working with you specifically? And the person that I'm talking to now, is that going to be the DJ at my event? Which is pretty critical for you to know who the actual person is. And you need to look at reviews, obviously, and be able to see all of the good, bad, and ugly of the reviews, and make sure that you understand that, and get a feel for if the music that you want played is in the wheelhouse of the DJ or the band that you're going to be working with. A lot of times bands as well, just as a sidebar about bands, there's a lot of great produced videos of bands out there that have taken a lot of production time to put together, and they look beautiful. That doesn't mean they play well live, and so I think it's pretty important either to be able to try and go see the band live or see live videos taken at a venue somewhere live of the band playing, so you kind of actually get a feel for what the band's going to be like. So that's your quick questions to ask. And insurance, those are things that are important. Cancellation policies, those are things that are important for you to know about. You got to find somebody that's a professional. How many years they've been actually doing weddings, that's pretty important. There are a lot of club DJs, and not knocking what they do. Club DJs are great at what they do, but a wedding's very different from a club. And so you need to understand what kind of wedding experience a person has, whether they can do all of those introductions and announcements, whether they understand the flow of the timeline, and all those kinds of things. So that's my quick tips for choosing a wedding DJ for your important event. My name is Michael from Wedding Music Charleston. Check us out online. Look at us on Facebook and Google. We're all over the place, tons of great reviews. Love to help you out.